Prem Namaste and festive greetings from me, Shridika Pillai, and the rest of the team. One of the key principles of the Arya Samaj is to create a better world by promoting the physical, spiritual and social good of all. Sadhana was privileged to witness this noble principle in practice when we visited India and viewed the various ongoing selfless service projects of the Samaj. In keeping with the season for giving, sharing and caring, Sadhana the Inward Path brings you an inspiring documentary on the work of the Arya Pratinidhi Sabha, New Delhi.
Krinvanto Visham Aryam, make this world noble, is the motto and the heart of the Arya Samaj. This belief in a more equal, more just society is reflected in its spiritual and social welfare activities. Swami Dayananda Saraswati founded the Arya Samaj in 1875 as a social reform Hindu organization to discard ritualistic practices and superstitious beliefs that were rampant in the faith and inspire a new generation of visionary Hindus.
Arya Samaj is a philosophy. Arya Samaj is a revolution to the minds, to the thinking minds. So Arya Samaj is not confined to a book or a particular way of life, but it is the most noble way of life. So what Arya Samaj preaches is all about that how we can lead a perfect life. And when I say perfect, it has to have all the ingredients that makes the human and the living of human and other creatures peaceful, harmonious and loved. There was a time when the women were not allowed to be educated in India or even other parts of the world. They were confined to homes, they were confined to kitchens or to, to the family, to the domestic things. But it was the Arya Samaj who stood for the women education, right? They opened the schools and universities specifically talking about, specifically for the women, so that the girls, the women can go and study there without any hassle, without feeling any kind of inhibitions or biasness, right? So that's what today we talk about women empowerment. So they were the one who bring the women empowerment not only in words but in deeds. So when I talk about the basics that one makes, that makes the life happy, that makes the life contented of a man, is the right education, the right kind of health that one should have, the justice, the non-discrimination when he or she is living. So this is what Arya Samaj stands always on. It was the organization which preached, or I can say that they are the pioneers in everything that we wish to have in a civilized society. We have our media center, and the media center is all about reaching up to the audiences with the knowledge which was hidden in the Vedas, which is hidden in the scriptures like Satyarth Prakash, like many such books. This is not a religion which is confined to a particular idol or to a temple or to a particular place. We say that the right worship of the Creator is when we are taking care of all the creatures that Creator has created. So all my efforts should lead to the benefit of the society. And all the initiatives of Arya Samaj is such where the society is being benefited. We want everyone to have that knowledge, that spirit and that leadership quality that wherever he or she is can bring a change.
Swami Dayananda efforts, which he did, and when he formed Arya Samaj, he was of the opinion that we should do the preaching all over the world, and that preaching should not only be restricted to doing a havan or puja and all that. We should reach to a common person. We should reach to the smallest person in the community, so that he is not deprived of any basic amenity which is required. There are younger people in the age group of 9 to 16, and they are probably from the economical weaker section. They don't stay in houses, big houses and all that. They are in camps and all that. So we train them. We provide them a coaching for their school education, and on yearly basis we do their residential camp here itself in it. And every day they come here, do practice, and we teach them to be a good citizen. So right from the age of 9 till 16, we undertake that activity also. So all that activity is being looked after by our dedicated team. Much more than that, we provide them a moral education, so that tomorrow anybody can become a IAS officer. But IAS officer with a pure heart, with a clear dignity, with a good character, can only serve the purpose of the country. But I certainly feel after 1 year, the training, the first batch, there is a little change in the attitude. And even the new batch, which they are coming, hardly 2 months have passed, they realize what is good and what the Arya Samaj did for the country, for the community. They are aware. I find little change. I can say it's not 100% to our expectation, but change has started. And hopefully by another 3 to 4 years, we'll be able to bring out really very good IAS people from this academy itself.
The Dayananda Saraswati Sangh is working under Arya Samaj. Our apex body is Arya Samaj, Sarvdeshik Arya Pratinidhi Sabha. I am associated with this organization from last 20 years and with Arya Samaj from last 50 years. The Dayananda Saraswati Sangh was established in 1968. The main purpose, the main aim to establish this organization was to uplift the families, the citizens of tribal areas, and to get it in the mainstream of India. 1968, there was no schools and all that. Round about in 20 kilometers radius, there was no good schools to teach for the students of that tribal areas. We established first our center in Madhya Pradesh, then Nagaland, then Assam, Tripura, now in Jharkhand, Rajasthan. So now in 9 states we are working, and our focus is on Adivasi, on tribal areas only. Because still we are in 21st century, but being in 21st century, still there is no I can say the level of the education is not so good, so that the children may come to the mainstream of India.
Swami Dayananda Saraswati strongly advocated for the equal rights of women both in education and study of Hindu scriptures, which at the time was only available to men. The Arya Samaj has been a pioneering organization in the education of the girl child and also the training of female priests in India and abroad. This bold stance ensured the empowerment of women and also challenged orthodox thinking in a patriarchal society.
This school is belong to Arya Samaj. हम जो शिक्षा देते हैं आर्य समाज से संबंधित शिक्षा बच्चों को देते हैं, जैसा कि स्वामी दयानंद जी ने हमें शिक्षित किया, शिक्षा का प्रचार किया, एजुकेशन ऑल ओवर इंडिया और ऑल इन बिटवीन द स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ महिला स्टूडेंट्स इन गर्ल्स चाइल्ड. He promote the education between the ladies for ladies and girl child और उसको हम फॉलो करते हैं. We follow the rules and आर्य समाज की जितने भी हम नियम हैं उनको फॉलो करते हैं और हमारे स्कूल में हवन करवाते हैं सुबह बच्चों को और गायत्री मंत्र से स्कूल स्टार्ट होता है. फर्स्ट वी रिसाइट गायत्री मंत्र, आफ्टर वी गो फॉर द हवन और उसके बाद में स्कूल की सारी प्रक्रियाएं शुरू होती हैं.
The Arya Samaj believes that modern education based on the eternal values of the Vedas is the solution to eliminate ignorance, poverty and injustice in the world. One of its main missions is to promote free quality education from preschool to graduate level through its various educational institutes. All the projects of the organization, from its education programs to its service projects, are aimed at the spiritual awakening of humankind through family-focused and socially oriented service.
So students here study different streams from science, commerce to humanities. We have our nursery wing also here. So students as young as 3 years old to 16 years old have been studying here. It's around 54 years old school. The school was established in the year 1965. We at SM Arya try our best to follow the principles of Swami Dayananda Saraswati ji even today. He is one of the makers of modern India and his teachings are relevant even today.
The people who are aspiring to serve the nation through these bureaucratic services, and the UPSC is the one big you can say name for those aspirants, that they want to serve the nation through these different services as administrative services, the foreign services, then the IRS, that is the revenue services. So Indian Revenue Service, Indian Foreign Services, Indian administrative services are the fields which the students aspire to get, right? They all have a very good basic objective. They all have the one basic motto why they want to reach to that level is serving the society. So we are helping those kind of students who want to serve the nation, and the selection of these students are very tough. They need to be trained and they need a lot of training in terms of their coaching, in terms of their mentoring, in terms of their complete personality. So this Arya Samaj has come up with an initiative which is known as Mahashay Dharampal Arya Pratibha Vikas Sansthan, wherein we help those students who are meritorious, who have the capabilities, but somewhere they lack resources, either the unavailability of resources in the areas where they belong to, or the financial constraint that their families have. when we say the family, in family everybody's needs are important to be satisfied. The ones who are in a better condition should share it with them. So sharing and caring, which we are talking these days, is actually told by Vedas, told by Arya Samaj, and it is preached and practiced by the Arya Samaj. For example, when we talk about the knowledge, the teaching, the one who are better or learned are doing it through schools. We are reaching to the students, to the needy with the knowledge through school. We are reaching to the one needy of the clothes with our projects, wherein we are collecting clothes, we are collecting the things which are no more useful for a particular set of people, but are very much needed by some. They are the basic necessities for some and maybe luxury for, for the others. So it is something which is very necessary for them to live. So we are, through our projects, we distribute those things to and reach to the needy people. Similarly, the health, if somebody is sick, if somebody is not able to get into the right medical facilities, through our initiatives we are reaching to them to provide them the better health. The naturopathy, the Ayurveda is the gist which is contained in Vedas. So Vedas, the Ayurveda is a science which talks about living healthy, how to live healthy, how to live up to 100 years. It says Jeevem Sharada Shatam, which is that one can live up to 100 years if follows those instructions. As I said, the Vedas have all the instructions in it. Yoga is like what we preach, we teach. So through yoga, through meditation, through vegetarianism, one can attain that health and happiness.
वो आज वो बता दें ये बिकॉज ही क्योंकि ये इनको इंग्लिश में बाइट जा
In Delhi, we have about 300 Arya Samaj. They are performing such type of work every day, every week. And along with Arya Samaj, we have 10-15 Gurukuls also, where their residential students are taking their studies in Vedic culture. And also we have some Gurukuls where the students of the children from tribal area, they are studying. They are very poor and some are orphans also. And we have arranged all the facilities for them. 3 Gurukuls are running for them also. And in our Delhi, different Arya Samaj have their schools also. About 45 schools are running by different Arya Samaj and Arya Samaj organization. We have all the resources and courage, and we hope that we will get soon the main Vedic message to the world in near future. I am Satyanand Arya, President of this Arya Samaj. We are running school also along with the Arya Samaj. In this Arya Samaj, 2 times havans are performed in evening and morning, and once on Sunday, discourse is conducted by eminent scholars. Bhajans, pravachans and all that is held. Also, sometimes in our auditorium, we have discourses on different issues of Vedic culture, Vedic religion, and also songs and bhajans and poems on Vedic culture also. We have some for talented students who are going for civil services or other professional examination. We have arranged coaching centers also, and this year about 22 students are appearing for civil services with the help of Arya Samaj. Arya Samaj, the Sabha has arranged about 50-60 acres of land, and they are developing the infrastructure there so that worldwide all the centers of Vedas can be established there, and we can have different type of facilities from there all over the world as regards literature, scholars, seminars, media centers, and the scholars from there will go to different parts of the world to spread the Vedic culture also.
The knowledge of Veda, the holy Vedas. देखिए, मैंने अभी आपसे एक बात कही थी कि किसी व्यक्ति के 5 बच्चे हैं, एक पहले हुआ, एक बाद में हुआ, एक बाद में हुआ, एक बाद में हुआ। तो अगर मैं अपने किसी बच्चे का लालन पालन पहले सही नहीं कर सका, तो वो बालक तो हमेशा के लिए ये सोचेगा ना कि मेरे पिता ने, मेरी माता ने मेरा लालन पालन सही ढंग से, मेरी परवरिश सही ढंग से नहीं की। ये जितनी भी चीज़ें हम सुन रहे हैं आज संसार में, चाहे वो मैं ABCD किसी का नाम लेके क्यों कहूँ, ये कितने समय की हैं? कोई 2000 साल पहले की, कोई 2500 साल पहले की, लगभग, इससे ज़्यादा पुरानी तो नहीं। Whereas the holy Vedas are 197 crore years back.
Sowing the seeds of change from the individual to the society, to the country and into the world, it brought to the fore an emergence of modern Hinduism steeped in ancient wisdom. The Arya Samaj remains committed to its vision of awakening humankind to the eternal truth, the integrated oneness of one world family. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam.